Hello, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more detailed videos. The news out of Hope Valley has fans buzzing once again, because two beloved cast members from Hallmark's When Calls the Heart have stepped forward with an update that feels more exciting than ever. It's not just that the cameras are rolling or that production is moving forward smoothly for season 13. It's that their words carried a sparkle of anticipation, a careful tease that something far bigger may be on the horizon. Hearties, as devoted fans call themselves, know how precious each tidbit of information is, but this particular hint could be pointing toward one of the most significant on-screen events we've ever seen unfold in this treasured series. What makes this update so special is the energy behind it. Whenever cast members pause during their busy filming schedules to share with the fans, you know it means the momentum is building. They didn't just confirm that things are moving along. They leaned into the idea that something monumental has been woven into the script this season. Their smiles, their phrasing, and the subtle way they chose their words all combine into the kind of carefully planted clue that keeps fans speculating for weeks. And speculation is exactly what is happening across fan groups and social media. The whispers have already started to spiral into theories about weddings, births, reunions, or even a festival that could transform the town of Hope Valley into a backdrop for the biggest celebration yet. For those who have followed the show faithfully through 12 previous seasons, you know that When Calls the Heart thrives on a careful balance of heartfelt storytelling, community strength, and moments of sweeping romance. Each season usually builds toward a central turning point. And now, the suggestion that season May 13th contain a big event positions it as a chapter that could redefine relationships, shake up alliances, or cement long-awaited dreams. Imagine the possibilities. A proposal that changes the future of two characters we've been rooting for, a homecoming that restores a bond long missing, or even a town-wide gathering that unites everyone in Hope Valley under a single joyous banner. It's also important to recognize the timing of this kind of update. Midway through filming is often when the cast begins to feel the true rhythm of the season. At the start, the scripts are fresh, the sets are just getting settled, and the story feels like a blueprint. But once production hits its stride, actors often start hinting at standout episodes, the kinds of scenes that make them pause and think, fans are going to love this. That's exactly the kind of moment we've landed in now. The two favorites who spoke up didn't drop random comments. They very likely just finished or are about to film a sequence that sits at the emotional core of season 13. What could this big event really mean? Fans are lining up their theories. Some believe it's finally time for another wedding in Hope Valley. After all, no matter how many challenges the characters face, weddings have always been a hallmark, no pun intended, of the show's charm. The last wedding was meaningful, heartfelt, and memorable, and it has been long enough that the idea of another grand ceremony feels not just possible but almost inevitable. Others suspect that the event could revolve around a new child coming into the world, an arrival that would bring both challenges and overwhelming joy to the community. And still others imagine the kind of town-wide celebration that would allow the entire ensemble cast to shine together. Maybe a festival, a holiday-themed gathering, or even an anniversary commemoration tied to Hope Valley itself. But here's where things get especially intriguing. The way these cast members phrase their update lean not just into the size of the event, but into its emotional weight. That suggests it's not simply a background gathering, but a turning point that will carry ripple effects into future seasons. When you hear actors speak with that glimmer of excitement in their voice, it usually means they're part of a storyline that leaves a lasting mark on their character. Could this be the season when long-running questions finally find their answers? Could we be on the verge of resolutions fans have been craving for years? Hearties also know the show's writers are masters of weaving together multiple storylines so that a single event impacts everyone differently. A wedding, for example, is never just about the couple. It's about the entire community coming together, the friendships rekindled, the personal conflicts exposed, and the subtle promises of what's to come. A festival would serve the same purpose, offering both lighthearted moments and quiet emotional beats that echo long after the celebration ends. If this big event is as game-changing as hinted, we might be looking at a moment that redefines the very fabric of Hope Valley's future. Another fascinating layer to consider is how Hallmark itself is positioning When Calls the Heart as a cornerstone of its programming. Each season isn't just about keeping the story going. It's about deepening the audience's investment. For a show that has lasted this long, growth is essential. That's why a major event isn't just fun storytelling. It's also a strategy to keep the momentum alive, to remind fans why they fell in love with these characters in the first place, and to spark conversation that draws new viewers in. With season 13 already in motion, Hallmark knows that expectations are sky high, and by allowing cast members to tease something extraordinary, they've effectively set the stage for a season that must deliver. Let's not forget the emotional journey of the cast themselves. When they share updates, it's often because they're feeling the weight of the storylines personally. They spend months immersed in the world of Hope Valley, stepping into their characters' shoes, experiencing the highs and lows that come with each script. For them to step aside and say, "Fans need to hear this," means they sense the magnitude of what's unfolding. And if they sense it, it's almost guaranteed that the audience will too. Another point worth exploring is the way Hope Valley itself acts as more than just a backdrop. The town has always been a character in its own right, shaping and reflecting the lives of the people who call it home. Whenever a big event takes place there, it's not just about individual arcs, it's about the community. We've seen this time and again, whether it was in times of joy or moments of hardship. So when we hear that season May 13th include a massive occasion, it's not hard to imagine the entire town square alive with music, laughter, heartfelt speeches, and maybe even a few tears. Fans can practically picture the lanterns glowing, the flowers decorating the streets, and the familiar faces gathered together, sharing a collective moment of beauty. And still, the mystery remains. What exactly are these two cast favorites hinting at? They're not giving us a clear answer, and that's intentional. The excitement of being a Tie comes not just from watching the show itself, but from living in the anticipation between seasons, speculating with friends, and dreaming about what might be around the corner. The actors know this, and that's why their words were carefully chosen. They want to ignite that spark of curiosity without giving too much away. It's a dance between secrecy and revelation, one that Hallmark has perfected over the years. What we can say with certainty is this: season 13 is shaping up to be one of the most memorable in When Calls the Heart history. The combination of heartfelt performances, a beloved setting, and a teased event of enormous scale means fans are in for a ride that's equal parts emotional, romantic, and celebratory. The updates from the cast aren't just filler. They're the signposts pointing us toward a climax worth waiting for. And as always, the beauty of this series lies not just in the event itself, but in the way it brings the characters together, reminding us of the power of love, friendship, and community. So as we wait for more details to emerge, one thing is clear: the heart of Hope Valley is beating stronger than ever. Season 13 will not only continue the legacy of the show, but may very well elevate it to new heights. And thanks to these two cherished cast members, we now know to keep our eyes peeled for something extraordinary. Whether it's a wedding, a festival, a homecoming, or something else entirely, we can be certain that the event will be worth every moment of anticipation. Until then, fans can savor the joy of speculation, the thrill of piecing together clues, and the comfort of knowing that Hope Valley always has more stories to tell. If history is any guide, season 13 will deliver the kind of heartfelt storytelling that has kept viewers coming back for over a decade, and this teased event may just be the shining jewel at its center. Come back to our channel for all your updates. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to my channel.